Good morning, my dear student. Welcome you in our online class of Bal Sadhana Group of Institution. Myself, Parveen Chaudhary, TGT Social Science in Bal Sadhana Public School, Udagorji. Yesterday, we discussed about the Mauryan administration and Mauryan society. In Mauryan administrations, we see that the administrations work on three level. First, central administration. Second, provincial administration. And third, city administration. And also see about the military arrangement. Military arrangement and about Mauryan society. So I hope you understand well, and today we will discuss and learn about Sung dynasty, Satwan dynasty and Gupta Empire. In Gupta Empire, Chandragupta and Samundragupta. So let's start our topic. In previous video, I told you about Mauryan dynasty, and after the Mauryan dynasty was new dynasty come to in existence named Sung dynasty. Sung dynasty was established by Pushyamitra Sung, and Pushyamitra Sung was the commander in chief in the last Mauryan ruler Bhadrath. Pushyamitra Sung was the commander chief in the army of last Mauryan ruler Bhadrath, and Pushyamitra Sung get the benefit of the weakness of Bhadrath, and he killed Pushyamitra Sung killed the Bhadrath and set up a new dynasty named Sung dynasty. So today we are going to learn about and discuss Sung dynasty. This Sung dynasty was established by Pushyamitra Sung in 185 BC. BC, many time name comes BC AD. BC, before Christ. Before Christ, and AD Anno Domini. means before Christ. Birth of Jesus Christ. Before the birth of Jesus Christ, the year we called BC, and after the birth of Jesus Christ, we call the years AD. Okay, so Sung dynasty was established by Pushyamitra Sung in 185 BC, and he was commander in chief of the Mauryan Emperor Bhadrath. He killed the Bhadrath and captured the throne. He was the first ruler who performed Ashwamedh Yagna twice during his reign under the famous Sanskrit grammarian Patanjali as his Purohit or a priest, and he ruled till 151 BC, means he ruled almost 34 years. So after Pushyamitra Sung, his son Agnimitra and later Jastamitra and Bhadrak, Bhagwat and Devbhuti were the main Sung king. Devbhuti was the last Sung ruler. About 73 BC, Devbhuti was disposed from the throne by his Amatya Vasudeva, and Vasudeva was a king Kushan king. Vasudeva dethroned last Sung ruler Devbhuti in 73 BC. I repeat again, the Sung dynasty was a Brahmin dynasty, means the ruler of this dynasty belongs to Brahmin, established in 185 BC, about 50 years after Ashok's death, when the Emperor Bhadrath Maurya, the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire, was assassinated by his commander-in-chief Pushyamitra Sung, and Pushyamitra Sung became the ruler of Magadha and the neighboring territories. One epic and one great epic or drama of great poet Kalidas, Malvikagnimitra, claimed that the empire of Pushyamitra extended to Narmada river in the south. He won victories in many wars, and during his reign performed Ashwamedh Yagna. How many times? Twice. Under the famous Sanskrit grammarian Patanjali was his priest. He ruled till 151 BC. He was succeeded by his son Agnimitra. This drama wrote by great poet Kalidas about the Agni, Mitra and Malvika. Next ruler of Sung dynasty was Agni Mitra. Agni Mitra was the son of Pushyamitra and he succeeded Pushyamitra. After Pushyamitra Sung, Agnimitra, Jeshtamitra, Bhadrak, Bhagwat and Devbhuti were the main Sung king. About 73 BC, Devbhuti was the last Sung ruler who was disposed from the throne by his Amate. Amate means head minister. Vasudev. And we see the architectures during the Sung dynasty. First architectures, gateway railing of Sanchi Stup. Sanchi Stup was made by the Ashok and hit gateway railing made by Sung rulers. Second great architectures, Barhut Stup. Only broken remains. We found only broken remains. So after Sung dynasty, now a new dynasty comes to an existence. This is Kanau dynasty, and the founder of the Kanau dynasty was Vasudeva, and after Vasudeva, Bhumiputra Narayan become the ruler, and the last ruler of the Kanau dynasty was Susarman. Last ruler of Kanau dynasty was Susarman. After the Kanau dynasty, Kushan, Yavan, Indo-Greeks, Sak, these dynasty rule in India. After this, Satwan dynasty comes to an existence. Satwan dynasty was founded in 230 BC in Andhra. Andhra, valley of Godavari and Krishna river. Satwan dynasty founded in 230 BC by the Simuk in Andhra valley, and this is famous by the name of Rajvans Andhra. Satwan dynasty is famous by the name of Rajvans of Andhra. So Satwan dynasty also called the Andhra. Satwan also known as Andhras. Simuk ruled for 23 years. Simuk, who the first ruler of Satwan dynasty, ruled almost 23 years. After that, Simuk, Satkarni first sat on the throne and expanded the power and the region of the dynasty. Its capital was Pratishthan. Satkarni first expanded the power and region of Satwan dynasty, and its capital was Pratishthan, modern name Patan, was situated on the bank of river Godavari. He too demonstrated the powers and glory. He performed the Ashwamedh Yagna to demonstrate the power and glory. He performed the Ashwamedh Yagna and established his sovereignty over whole of South India. Ashwamedh Yagna. Ashwamedh Yagna performed by a powerful king, and the kings left a horse, and the horse passes the territories, and these territories come under the king, and any king stop the horse means they wanted a battle with the related king. So Satkarni first Sung rulers, Pushyamitra Sung was the first ruler who performed Ashwamedh Yagna. Later Satkarni first performed the Ashwamedh Yagna and established his sovereignty over the whole of South India. So let's come on some important ruler of Satwan dynasty. First Satkarni first, after Gautamiputra Satkarni and Visishtiputra Pulmai and Yagnasri Satkarni. These are great ruler of Satwan dynasty. So next, after the death of Satkarni, first, Sak weakened the Satwan. Sak rule on these Satwan dynasty rule in this Satwan dynasty ruled in Deccan, India, in the valley of Narmada and Godavari. And the Sak inventions from the western side means the Sak reside in the western side of India, and in the Kaling, Indo-Greek, we call them Yavan, Persian. So the Sak attack on the Satwan because this territory near to the Sak territories. So after the death of Satkarni first, Sak weakened the Satwan empire and they attack on Satwan empire. The rule of Sak Chhatrap, these the Saks known as Western Chhatrap. These Sak known as Western Chhatrap because why? Because they reside in the western part of India and western side of India. So the Satwan or the other ruler of India called them Western Chhatrap, and they call Western Chhatrap dynasty. After that, Satkarni first, many rulers come in the Satwan dynasty, but they were weekend. And 23rd ruler गौतमी पुत्र सतकर्णी, गौतमी पुत्र सतकर्णी become the ruler of Satwan dynasty. He was the 23rd ruler of Satwan dynasty. He ruled from 106 AD to 130 AD. Means he ruled almost 24 years. 23rd ruler of Satwan dynasty, Gautamiputra Satkarni, ended the power of Sak and re-established the power of Satwan in South India. He was the greatest ruler of this dynasty. 23rd ruler Gautamiputra Satkarni. Time period of Gautamiputra Satkarni 106 AD to 130 AD. Ended the power of Sak and re-established the power of Satwan in the South India. He was the greatest ruler of this dynasty. After the Gautamiputra Satkarni, his son Vasishtiputra Pulwami became the ruler, and he got married to the daughter of Rudradaman. Rudradaman was a Sak ruler. Rudradaman was a Sak ruler. Rudradaman first snatched all the land from the Vasishtiputra Pulwami. Means Rudradaman made matrimonial alliances with the Satwan dynasty, Satwan rulers, and after the married of his daughters to Vasishtiputra Pulwami, Rudradaman first snatched all the land from the Vasishtiputra Pulwami. This incident took after the death of Gautamiputra Satkarni. Rudradaman first snatched all land from Vasishtiputra Pulwami after the death of Gautamiputra Satkarni. Now, after that Vasishtiputra Pulwami, 27th ruler Yagn Sri Satkarni reoccupied the land from the Sak ruler, and Yagsri circulated many type of coins and ships were inscribed on his coin. Means we can say that Yagnisri created the foreign relations, and he established trade relations, business relations, and to send the peoples from for foreign countries, and foreign peoples come for trade in Satwan Empire. So he started ship, and this evidence inscribed on his coins. So now we are coming the next topic on Satwan dynasty, art and culture. All the rulers were followers of the Buddhism. The ruler of Satwan dynasty were the follower of Hinduism, but they give equal importance to the other religion also. They also they also gave donation to Buddhist and Jain, and they built many chaite and vihar. Chaite is a Buddhist temple and vihar is the Jain temples. Karla Chaite is most famous even today. Karla Chaite, Karla Buddhist temple is most famous even today. It 40-meter long and 50-meter high. This is a wonderful model of Chaite architecture. Coin, the Satwan rulers circulated the coin of silver, copper, lead and bronze were in the circulations. They were also first of established the practice of granting land to Brahmin. Satwan ruler, first ruler who started the practice of granting land to the Brahmins. They established Varnashram system in the society. Satwan rulers re-established Varnashram system in society. They especially encouraged agriculture, commerce, trade and industries. We see Yagnasri started ship, means they had sell their agriculture product to the foreign countries, and they had relations with foreign country, and they doing related to commerce, trade and industries. So I hope you understand about Satwan dynasty and their important ruler and time period, art and architectures, Shak invention and its time period. So now next topic is Gupta Empire. Before the Gupta rule, North India was ruled by Kushan and Shak. The large North India, the part of North India ruled by the Kushan till 230 AD, and then a large part of central India comes to rule of Shak, who ruled till 250 AD. Gupta dynasty come into existence. After that, Gupta dynasty come into existence. Sri Gupta was the founder of this dynasty. Sri Gupta was the founder of this dynasty. After Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta first, Samudragupta, Chandragupta second, Kumargupta, Mahendraditta and Skandagupta become important rulers. In the Prayag Prashasti inscriptions, the Samudragupta become the ruler, and he called himself as the great grandson of Sri Gupta. And after Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha was the next king, and he adopted the title of Maharaj. I repeat again, after the Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha became the ruler and his title was Maharaj. After Ghatotkacha, his son Chandragupta first became the ruler, and he adopted the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. He adopted the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. He started Chandragupta married to Lichvi Princess Kumar Devi, and Lichvi, I told you about Lichvi Mahajanpad. Lichvi, one of the Republic Mahajanpad, and here Gautam the clan Lichvi territories or region related to Mahatma Buddha. So Chandragupta first married the Lichvi Princess Kumar Devi, and he started a calendar which is famous as the Gupta Samvat in 319 AD. After the Chandragupta first, Samundragupta succeeded his father Chandragupta. His idol were Digvijay. His idol were Digvijay and unifications all the empire. He believed in imperialism. His military success have been described by his court poet Harisen in Prayag Prasasti. It is also inscribed on some pillar of Ashoka's inscriptions, and he divided its region won by him into 5 parts. First, kingdom of Ganga Yamuna Doab, kingdom of Eastern Himalaya, Avdik state of Eastern Vindhya region, Eastern Deccan, and last 5th South Indian Kingdom and Sak and Kushan states. Next, he had a powerful navy as well, due to which he could strengthen relation with the foreign country. He also performed Ashwamedh Yagna. He was an expert in fine art, and he has been described as Kavi Raj, and he was also an expert in music, and he has been depicted playing the veena on his coin. He was a devotee of Vishnu, but he paid equal respect to all other religion. In Prayag Prasasti, according to Prayag Prasasti, he never lost a battle. According to Prayag Prasasti, he never lost a battle. He called the Napoleon of India. Samundragupta was called Napoleon of India. You can see the empire of Samundragupta from Pakistan to West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. Kingdom of Chandragupta, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And Kingdom of Chandragupta II, southern Pakistan, Gujarat, and some part of Madhya Pradesh. So Samundragupta expanded the empire through his imperialism policy. You can see in yellow, color. And Chandragupta first empire you can see in pink color, and next in the Chandragupta second he extend the empire of Chandragupta first and Samundragupta, and the entire area come under the Gupta empire. So my dear student, I hope you understand about Sung dynasty, Satwan dynasty, and about the Gupta empire. In Gupta empire, two important rulers about founder Chandragupta first and Samundragupta. So next things, the important questions become from this topic is the write the cultural contribution of Samundragupta, and in the cultural achievement about Samundragupta, he had performed Ashwamedh Yagya, he had strong navy, and he divided its part into 5 regions. He was an expert in fine art, and he has been addressed as Kaviraj. He also expert in music, and he has been despite playing the veena on his coin, and he was a devotee of Vishnu, but he all paid equal respect to all other religion. So this is tomorrow we will discuss about Chandragupta second, Kumargupta, and Skandagupta, and about Gupta cultural achievement of the Gupta dynasty, and about Gupta society. Thank you. Have a nice day.